Hello everyone, it's Kate here. In today's video, we are going to be checking out some Fighting Fiesta development. I have quite a bit to get through for today's video, so it may be a bit of a longer kind of video. I normally do make longer kind of videos anyway, like around 11 minutes or so. So I do have quite a bit to get through. If you guys are new, make sure to go check the last videos I made on Fighting Fiesta, or the very first one, because I did explain in those videos a lot more about the development and basically what the game's about. That was in my first video. And then some other development in my other videos. So if you guys want to go check those out, I'll leave them in the description below, or I will put them on the top of the screen. Now, before I do get started, I want to say the last video I made was a giveaway video. If you guys are waiting for the winners, the next video I'm going to make is going to announce the winners, and we're going to do a bit of, I guess, a gameplay of Creatures of Sonaria. So yeah, make sure to stick around to see that video, so if you guys win, then you will know that, and you can contact me any way you need to. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right into the video with all that said, and yeah. So the very first thing I want to talk about is new armor. This is, I think, the first armor that we have so far in development. And as you can see here, this is a video of them showing it in Blender. And it looks fantastic, honestly. I love how this looks. It looks like it has ears on it as well when they spin it around. And they also have weapons right next to it, as you can see in this picture, which is super cool. And then they are in Blender and Roblox, excuse me. And they have the weapon, I guess it looks like it's stabbing the character in the belly. Oof, that looks like it is, but I'm pretty sure those are weapons. I think they just placed it there to showcase it, but still, that looks really painful. But these are the first armor, and it's super cool looking. I don't think we have any other armor just yet. I think we do have some concepts. I have no idea though. But these are the first armor so far. So the next one is a concept I showed like way back when I was making kind of videos on these. And as you can see here, it's all finished as a model, which is super cool and awesome as well. I don't know if they've exported just yet into Roblox because they just finished it, but we're gonna go ahead and move on to some other things. And as you can see here, this is a heavy whip, but some monsters will be able to interact with the terrain in order to perform special attacks. So if it's near terrain like that, I guess it would perform a special attack, which is actually really unique. I don't know how they're going to pull that off though, but I'm really excited to see how they will exactly. But let's go ahead and move on to some of the models. I'm not going to show much of the concepts. I might do that in another video because there's so many that it might take up a lot more time than I really want to in a video. And it might take like, I don't know, really like 20 minutes. But it's a lot of concepts and they look fantastic. But I will go over some of them because some of them do have models. And of course, I'll show you guys that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to the next thing. So the next one is another model of a bird-like creature that can fly, which is super cool and awesome as well. I don't think we have any animations for him yet. We don't have much animations. We just have models at the moment. They're probably going to be exported soon and we'll get those animations. But I'm not sure when, and I don't know exactly how many creatures are going to be released when the game comes out. That stuff we're going to have to find out when the game releases. But let's go ahead and move on to the next thing. Now the next one is this model right here, and I just want to talk about for a second. I feel like honestly this is going to be my favorite one in the whole game. The reason why is because this game is based off of monsters. You have to hunt the monsters, you have to tame them, you have to basically do all that progress and stuff like that. And this guy basically represents the monster all the way through. It looks super cool, and it even has detail in its mouth, which is awesome as well. I love how the colors are, and I like that they have a darker theme for this guy because, I don't know, monsters should have a darker theme in a way so then they can blend in and all that kind of stuff like that. But let's go ahead and move on to the next thing because all we have at the moment is some models and concepts, but we do have some animations and stuff like that and some cool swords and stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So I know I said that I wasn't going to do every concept, but I will do some because two of them I think have a description, 2 or 3 of them. And the first one is zero, yes. And a monster that spawns very rarely uses blunt force weapons to break off its gold armor and collect it. But if you can tame it, you can farm it for its gold. So if you guys ever played Ark and you've seen this big, huge, giant thing in the water, I forgot what they were called. You could use it to scrape off the oil for it. But you couldn't tame this guy, which was really, I thought I could tame it. So when I was like starting out in Ark, I kind of tried to tame it and it didn't go so well. But So I think this guy's going to be similar to that, and that's the reason I brought that up, because if you tame it, then I guess they would have like every cooldown, but every so often you could go up to it and you could hit a certain button and the gold would come off, so you could use that for resources, trading, or everything, other things other than that. So let's go ahead and move on to the next thing. So the next one is another model that we have. We don't have anything else for it but the model. And as you can see here, it kind of looks kind of like a owl and a moose mixed together, and the huge wings. I don't know what they would be from, but huge wings. And it looks pretty cool. I love the way it looks. It does have really long arms. So, I mean, I wouldn't want to get close to this guy because he might grab me and snatch me up, but I mean, that's just what I'm thinking. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the next thing. So the next one is Zerbil, and this guy is a concept as well. This one's not any models or anything, but it does have a description, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. The Zerbils are a type of raven found in wetlands and riverbanks. They are like modern-day storks, catching fish within its reach, using its serrated beak to trap fish in its mouth so it can be eaten or stored in its pouch like a throat. These are tameable, but only can be tamed with the deditoad tadpoles. Sorry about that. Once tamed, this rather large bird can stand on your shoulder, and when needed, will fly around the area and look for a boss monster. Any boss monster like in that area will be highlighted. They can also be used to farm by having them fish in water or gather fish as food for you, or having a chance of pulling out random items from common to rare. Then we're gonna go on to the deditoads. Deditoads are a rare type of toad that can spawn in every so often. Due to being so delicious and useful, they often are pouched. Captured deditoads can be farmed for deditoads, which can be used to tame zerbils and liquids. That deditoad's secret is vitriol for making potions and elixirs, which is super cool as well, and I love this idea that they have. But let's go ahead and move on to the next thing. So the next thing is we have an animation for the knocked out Tombifang. And so I think most of these or some of these creatures will be able to have like animations like this, where you'll be able to attack them when they're like this. As you can see in this animation, he is struggling to get up and he's on his side, which leaves his belly vulnerable and everything else like his throat and stuff like that, which is going to probably give you a lot of advantage to killing him. Which is super cool as well. I love how they're putting this much detail in it. We don't know necessarily a lot about the combat just yet, but we will probably know more about it in the future when the game's out, of course, and when they have more done. But this is super cool, and here's the finished part of it actually, because that was a whip, but this is the finished part of the animation. And that's, I think, almost every animation that we have so far. The rest is just models and a map. So that's not much, but there is a bit of things. There was a lot of concepts, and I was going to bring those into the video, but I feel like if I did, then it would take a lot of time in this video to do that kind of stuff. So I was going to go ahead and show you guys these models and some of the concepts with descriptions, and then maybe I'll make another separate video just talking about the concepts and everything. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So I've showed you guys this guy, and it was like the Conditoris little guy that was in one of my last videos on this. And here is his model done so far. It looks fantastic, and I absolutely love it. We don't have anything else but the model, which is super cool. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next stuff. So the last thing I wanted to show you guys in this video was the second map. And I did say in my last videos that there was going to be more than one map. And I think there'd be more than one when released. Probably less than there would be when they update the game a lot more. But as you can see in this video, we have the map 2, and it has a lot of fruits, as you can see there. Maybe it's like a forest or something. Super cool, and I absolutely love that. But I think that's all for the video. I might make a part 2 like in a few days or so, something around that, going over more stuff, because there's actually a lot of stuff that I couldn't really get into this video. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy. But anyway, this is it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Again, if you guys are going to into the giveaway, I would suggest still doing that because it's still open. And I will be making a video tomorrow on that, and maybe like a little grow baby to adult first episode on creatures of Sanaya in that video, so I can keep the video kind of consistent and not like messed up or weird or whatever you guys want to call it. But I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!